Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This is a rivalry game that always gets the blood pumping, both on the field and in the stands. One of the great division battles in the NFC. They've met once already this season. We'll see what kind of fireworks are in store for us here in Game 2. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in needing to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And if you're leading this organization, one of the things you're making sure everyone understands, this isn't about playing for draft picks. This is about playing for victories.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught by Treadwell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some space here. 30. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now back to throw, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just... shy of the 30-yard line. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. And last time out they got scored against. Their offense hasn't given them any help to this point, so maybe they need a stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice, not critical at this stage of the game, but one of the things that you want to find out from your defense, are you really ready to play? After giving up a touchdown on the last drive, let's see if they have a little bit better spark, a little bit better bounce in this series.
We'll see if they have that spark and that bounce right here. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Drew Butler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now with Charles Davis. Gordon, it's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He'll drop to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go! 3-19!
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now let's go. Detroit. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
All right, here we go. Green.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Right there, 56.
False start, offense.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get there.
Still 3rd down.
So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Drew Butler now as he's on to punt for Carolina. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken at the 26. They find some open field here. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
All right, here we go.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. So, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
I got a left. Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Going to throw right side here, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grip. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Here we go.
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but Sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here we go.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll throw now on the final play. Floating one incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Buccaneers are just destroying the will of the defense with the way they've been running the football. The Panthers haven't had an answer for it, and it shows when you look at the score. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the 1st half. Buccaneers have it midway through the 1st. He breaks free from the defense, and he'll go in for the score, giving them an early lead. Bucs line up at the 18. He'll cut it off the left side this time, and he'll take this 18 yards for the score. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Panthers with the ball midway through the second. They'll go with their run here, and this run goes for a touchdown. Panthers trail now by 10. Buccaneers have it at the 42. He's got open field to work with here, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Butler's punting it away. Buccaneers push the lead to 17. And he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The lead now at 24. Panthers have it at the 35. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Slays is happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. After the pick, offense comes out now. He'll cut it off the left side this time, and this run goes for a touchdown. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to Raymond James Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hey. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They come out here in the eye.
3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think that. I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Strong right. Set. Green. 3.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
All right, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come up in an offset eye.
Set. 3-19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught at the 2. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Here we go. Green, 30.
Back to throw again. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back to throw here. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly, sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team. 3rd and 11. 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And some room to roam now. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's fourth down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Cuts it out here, left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Man, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
False start, offense.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They get 31 yards that time, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
3 down. Now let's go. Leopard. Watch out.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. 3.
to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And some room to work. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now they'll run it on the toss. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. 10 yards to go on third. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They've got his man complete. A big 30-yard play on third. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.